This episode is part of our Australian India Pale Ale series. Today's beer is Beerfarm IPA. Hello from Beer Australia Reviews, and today we are going to be drinking another one of the Margaret River craft beers. This time it's the Beerfarm IPA. Now, Beerfarm is a place that I really like. It's a brew pub again in this one is in the Metro Cup area of Margaret River, and it's a place where we have been a few times to have something to eat. Like I always say, I prefer going to one of the brew pubs in Margaret River rather than going to one of the more fancy and expensive and actually not that much, not worth the money vineyards restaurants. I much prefer the pub type food that you get at at any one of the brew pubs, and the Beerfarm is actually a particularly good one. One of the other good things about Beerfarm is how they emphasize the sustainability in what they do. So I think they're on the way to being like organic beers and things, which is good, but they care for the environment. I think the brew house itself and the brew pub is in an old barn that's been recycled into a pub. So yeah, that's the sort of ideas they have at this place. Now, let me give a read of this one. An American style IPA with rounded malt character and resinous hop profile. More of this resinous stuff. Mosaic and citra hops bring out a more pineapple and stone fruit aroma, complemented by citrus spice of New Zealand's Matuuka hops. I don't know. Okay, pleasant but assertive business on the palate, balancing out light toffee malt character. Okay, let's have a go at this one and see what type of an American IPA style they've gone for, whether they've gone for West Coast or East Coast. So this will be definitely the first time that I've tried this particular beer. So here goes. Well, it's clear, quite dark in colour. Yeah, it's a West Coast style. Oh yeah, I'm getting the aroma right now. That's good. Okay, that looks good, that does. So I'm immediately getting a malty aroma from the thing. It's quite a floral aroma as well, which is good. Not very bubbly, this one. We've got like quite a coarse bubble head to this one. It's very dark in colour, so there's a lot of malt in this one. Let's say a bit of anything more, a well balanced resinous ale. Okay, now when it comes to American Pale Ales, there's now two different, or American style India Pale Ales, there's like two different regions where they make it. West Coast tends to be a clear one, such as this, but if you go and see any of the East Coast India Pale Ales, so American East Coast Pale Ales, they are now like have a cloudy consistency, and it's a bit sour as well. So I actually prefer the West Coast style to the East Coast style when it comes to American Pale Ales, but India Pale Ale, sorry, I keep on forgetting this is an India Pale Ale. Now, I'm getting the malts from this one already. Let's give it a try. Yeah, oh, there's a lot of malt in this one. So remember, an India Pale Ale differs from a Pale Ale in the amount of malt and then the amount of hops what they add. So the original idea was they needed to take this across the ocean in sailing ships from England to India, and if they found that if they added to the malt, which then meant that the beer would become stronger in alcohol, and then they added in additional hops for the preservative value, then the beer had less chance of spoiling on its journey from England to India. So, and well, it's a style of beer that I really like. I like a big malty beer. Oh, there's no sweetness in this one. It's bitterness all the way through from start to finish. Let me see if I can get any of these flavour profiles. What they say pineapple and stone fruit. Now you do usually get more like a pineapple on a pale ale rather than India pale ale. I'm not getting pineapple because the bitterness and the malt is overpowering any sort of a sweeter sort of floral notes of like fruity aromas and things. I'm not getting the fruity aromas on this one. What did it say apart from stone fruit and citrus? There's definitely citrus in there. Whether it's pineapple or not, I'm not going to say pineapple. I'm not getting any sort of pineapple coming through on this one. Oh, this is just it's a very malty beer. Out of all of the India Pale Ales I've drunk recently, this one has the strongest malt flavour inside. So I wonder, is that related to the strength of the beer? What's the strength on this one? Where is? I need 2 pair of glasses. It says it's 5.4% ABV on this one. With that sort of malt flavour though, I would expect that it was a little bit less, because they have managed to get more of the malt to turn into the alcohol, which is the whole idea of making beer, let's face it. Pleasant assertive bitterness on the palate, balancing out light toffee malt character. Can we get any toffee in this one? There is a little bit of toffee in this. The toffee comes from a bit of the malt, which gets a little bit caramelized as they heat the thing up to make the thing. That's where the toffee flavors come from. I'm getting a tiny little bit of this. Some beers hit you with like banana toffee flavors. This one isn't. This one is a bit more restrained. So this particular beer, it's got a lot of character. It doesn't have the biggest aroma of all of the beers that I've tasted recently. It's a less floral, less fruity beer than some. It's heavy on the malt. Now I do like a malt beer. I really like the thick, heavy, malty ones. The thicker and heavier and maltier, the better for me every time. So I am liking this one. It's a really good beer. It's got a lot of character to it, but it's just less of aroma and more on the taste, which is an unusual one. Try some more. There's definitely some toffee in there. I'm getting a little bit of fruit toffee now. The bitterness has changed slightly with another taste, but it is still there. So it's got bitterness at the back. It's not very tangy. There's not a lot of sparkle in this one. Have we still got any bubbles in this? Are we still going? I think we've lost all of our... Okay, so it's completely clear. There are still bubbles forming on the bottom of this one, but it's not an over-carbonated beer. Some beers, you swig them and immediately you know that you've got more in there than just the drink. But this one's not too bad. It's not overly carbonated. It's quite a well-balanced beer, very much on the bitter side. So now I'm going to rate this one as a nice beer. Very definitely. I would choose this one and have this one again, very definitely. The thing is, when you go to any of these Margaret River brew pubs and microbreweries, you can see by the care what they put into them. You can, as soon as you taste the beer, you know that they've made a big effort to making a quality product. And to be honest, I can recommend every single one of them. Some are better than others. I'm not going to rate this one as being my favourite out of the Margaret River India Pale Ales, because some of them have a bit more sweeter character and more floral aromas, and you do get the fruit on some of them. I would definitely have this again, and next time we go to the Beerfarm, we will stop off, we will have a meal. I will likely have a pint of this one or one of their other beers, because the Beerfarm beers are really good. I also particularly like, they did, last time we were there, they had a wheat beer on, which was really good, but that was on draft. So if you're in the area, Metro Cup in Margaret River, definitely go check out the Beerfarm brew pub, have a meal, it's really good, and test the beers. And this is another one of those places where they sell you a mixed 4-pack. So I like the ones where you can pick and choose the beers that you get. I think when I was in there, I just said to the guy behind the bar, just give me 4 cans of your strongest beer, and this is one of the ones that that arrived. So yeah, okay. I'm going to finish this one off because I'm liking the bitter, I'm liking the maltiness. Yeah, thanks for watching.